Ballparks Brews with the Babe, or as some of our faithful fans would like to call it, Dr. Lauren and me.
This guy.
Whoever this would be.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. Again, checks in the mail. All right. So tonight we're going to be talking about 3 games. It's a special. We're talking about surprise teams, some shocking teams that are really doing pretty well this year. So it is what I like to call a triple dip.
It's not a thing.
Absolutely.
Listen, if you can get Manfred to agree that the triple dip is a thing, I'll go with you, but
Rob Manfred, he says triple dip all the
the
time.
commissioner of baseball does not call anything a triple dip.
He said triple dip. I saw it on a broadcast.
Let's go with the picks.
Okay, here we go. So we're going to talk about 3 games. The first game that we're going to talk about is Cleveland versus Detroit. Cleveland, good team, always.
Soon to be formerly known as the Indians.
Correct.
Yes.
Formerly known as the Indians, 10-7 versus the Detroit Tigers, who are 9-5.
Oh, Ohio. Look at you, Detroit.
Not Ohio, it's actually Michigan. It's fine. They're not normally good, and we don't normally talk about them because they're not normally good.
Right.
So what we are going to talk about is just a couple players for each team, but Detroit is the team that I want to talk about because Jacoby Jones is killing it. Random guy, Jacoby, doing great. And then they also have a former Pirate, right? Former Pirate, Ivan Nova.
Pittsburgh Pirate, not guy on a boat.
Not the hook.
Patch guy.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, no R.
I didn't know he left his life at sea to play baseball.
Wow.
Former Pirate, I don't know.
Maybe not. But no, Ivan Nova is pitching for the Detroit on Friday.
Okay.
So I want to know from Detroit, who's not good, who don't have good baseball or any teams, what's their...
Or grammar. What's the brew of choice?
What's the brew of choice? Wow.
Actually, there's a real old brewery from Detroit called Stroh's. It's now owned by Pabst, but you can still find Stroh's and drink Stroh's. And in this situation, I'd say Stroh's before Bros.
Stroh's and Bros. Stroh's and Bros.
All right,
Okay.
next pick.
All right, next pick. So the next game we're going to pick is the Nationals versus the Baltimore Orioles. Nats are playing horribly. They're 5-7 versus the Baltimore Orioles, who are 7-7. They're just 500. They're average. Thank goodness for being average. You're welcome, Angie Muir. And this is going to be Steven Strasburg versus Asher, born in the 2000s. Wojciechowski.
He was always Asher W in school.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Nobody ever tried to pronounce that name.
Asher Dubs.
Asher Dubs. There he is. Ash Dubs. Good. So we have these 2 games. They're playing in Baltimore. And what's the brew of choice?
Well, we had a Baltimore game earlier. We went with the unofficial official beer of Baltimore, the Natty Boh.
Yep. Natty Boh.
Well, apparently the Natty Boh has a refined uncle.
Would that be a Funkle?
Refined uncle? No, that'd be a fine uncle.
That'd be fine, uncle. That'd be fine, uncle. That's how I live my life.
A refined uncle. I didn't know that was a thing. My uncles were kind of refined. They wore pastels and loafers, so.
And combed each other's hair.
I see you.
And hair. Combed hair for each other. Anyway, that's.
We digress.
Yes.
So the refined uncle of the Natty Boh is just called the National Premium.
Amazing.
Which the Nationals.
There it is.
The Orioles.
Orioles are playing premium. The Nationals are not.
Right?
There it is. Perfect.
Boom.
Nice.
Next.
I would high
pick.
five you, but it would be out of the screen.
Right. Next pick.
Yeah. Next pick. So moving on to the last game we have on the docket is the Oakland A's versus the San Francisco Giants.
Okay.
Oakland A's are 12-5, doing really well. The Elephants versus San Francisco Giants, who are 7-11. Which.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's definitely because they're missing Florida State great Buster Posey at the plate.
And behind the plate, because he was a catcher. So he'd be at the plate and behind the plate.
That's what I meant.
So really,
Same thing.
yeah. The only reason they're not good is because Buster Posey isn't there.
Obviously.
Not because the rest of the team isn't any good.
He carried them.
He did. He did. So a couple players for in this game to watch. The former Nashville Sound, Matt Chapman, is killing it this year for the A's. And then Carl Yastrzemski's grandson, Yaz Yastrzemski, is doing really well for former Vanderbilt Commodore.
Cool. Did you know Dansby.
I don't remember if he knows Dansby Swanson.
Okay.
So I'm not sure. But anyway, so good team in Oakland playing a not so good team in San Francisco. The beer of choice would be.
Well, I'm going with something from Russian River Brewing Company because it's out there in California.
Well, hold on. You're going with something Russian?
No,
Is that?
just the brewing Russian River.
This isn't a political. This isn't a
No,
political. Okay,
no,
all right,
no,
all right,
no.
okay.
No collusion here.
No
but they
collusion.
have a beer called Redemption.
Hi-yo.
And I feel like there's some redemption
Absolutely.
for the Athletics of Oakland
Absolutely.
in this whole scenario.
I love the idea that it's redemptive.
I like that every week you step up the picks, meaning triple dips,
Yeah.
and I still nail them.
Yeah. Oh,
Just in case
okay.
you were wondering.
Wow. So here's to the babe knocking it out of the park every week. And like I said, looking forward to get
Bat in the
that contract request from Chip. So anyway,
Enjoy the
enjoy the
games.
games.